Hi, I'm Tom Koulopoulos, chairman of the Delphi Group and a longtime advocate, proponent, and fan of the Thinkers 360 platform. So the question at hand is, how do leaders prepare for a post-COVID era? First of all, there is no post-COVID era. COVID is here to stay. What will go away is the crisis. But to draw a line in the sand and to say this was pre-COVID and this is post-COVID, that's artificial, at least in the short term. What we need to recognize is that this pandemic was a wake-up call. It brought us back to an understanding, I think, of what our core values are as leaders, as individuals, as organizations. If there's one thing that I've heard mentioned over and over again, it's people saying I had to reevaluate myself and my business as a result of the pandemic. That's not a bad thing. It's a hard thing. It's a frustrating thing. It's a tedious thing. But every so often we need to do it. So back to this topic of leadership. In the aftermath of the attacks of 9/11, I remember speaking with my mentor, Peter Drucker, at the time, and asking him what he thought about the level of uncertainty in the world. And he said, Tom, we're not in the middle or the midst of an era of uncertainty. We are at the very beginning of a prolonged period of uncertainty. And that's what I say to you today. COVID-19 is yet one more example of how complex and intricately interwoven the world is. The impacts that this pandemic has had on our economies, on our political systems, on our organizations simply cannot be measured. It's in the trillions of dollars. But beyond that, it has taken away something which we need as human beings, certainty. Your job as a leader is no different today than it ever has been, to provide some greater level of certainty for your people so that they can innovate, so that they have license to feel safe and secure within the organization. To whatever degree you can do that, you survive not just in a crisis, but in any context. So my advice is refocus on how you can deliver tools, methods, and ultimately an organization that can help people to better cope with uncertainty. It's here to stay. It is not going away. Teach them things like scenario-based planning and show them that you are going to provide the safety and the security that they need to succeed. That ultimately is the only job of every leader.